Hello Scorpio, and welcome to your February 2016 tarot card reading. Um, I used a standard Thoth deck, as you can see, and I went ahead and laid the cards out just to save us some time from having to watch me shuffle and lay them all out. So I've got them laid out. I went through and gave them a quick little look. Now I thought I'd invite you in and share with you what the cards have to say about your month of February 2016. All right, the way the cards are laid out, this is the beginning of February. This is where you're going to be at when February starts. This is the first few weeks of February. This is how those first few weeks are going to go. This is the last 2 weeks of February. And it's going to tell you how that's going to go during that. These cards are considered advice, and these are the things that are out of your control. Now, where we start out with, the first card you got was the Prince of Discs, a young man of great energy, capable, steadfast, and competent. So he's going to be in your life during the first of the month, when the 1st of February comes rolling around. Okay, the cards that surround him are the influence around this. Okay, the Nine of Wands, strength, success after opposition, victory after apprehension, change is stability. Okay, so whatever you've been facing at the end of January, you're going to overcome it. And the Five of Discs, building up, intelligence applied to labor, cultivation. So whatever you're planning here at the 1st of February, it looks like it's going to start out pretty good. You've got some really good cards surrounding the 1st of the month. So going into February, you're going to be in a good position, Scorpio. These are the first few weeks of the month. Let's see, the Three of Discs, growth, increase, building up, employment. Now see, you have a building up card here, and then at the beginning of the month you have a building up card here. So it looks like you've got a good increase going. Whatever you've got planned, whether it's asking for a raise or a promotion or starting your own business, it's starting out looking really good. Okay? You've got the Queen of Discs, a woman who's practical, charming, wise, and quiet. She's going to be involved in your life during the first part of February. And then of course we have the Aeon. Aeon is a new current for the future. It always represents the taking of a definite step. So, considering how the month is starting, which is good, you've got build-up, you've got change, you've got the taking of a definite step. It's a new current for the future. So, first part of the month is looking really good for you, Scorpio. Then we get over here to the next 2 weeks, the last 2 weeks of the month. We'll start out with art, 14 of trumps, success, escape, action based on accurate calculations. So you've got increase. The second part of the month is starting out with success. You've made accurate calculations on how these are going to go. Your life is building up. I mean, so far the first part of February through the middle, or the first 3 weeks of February, everything is looking really good. It's going in your favor. And then you get the Ten of Swords, ruin, disaster, but not without hope, disruption, the end of delusion. Okay, so maybe things have been going so good you've been deluding yourself, that thinking it's going to stay that way. But this card represents a reality check. Okay, you're going to be stopped at the end of the month. You're going to run into a wall. And even though all of this building up is looking really good, once you get stopped, you're just going to have to regroup. Okay, but towards the end, the only real trouble you're having in February is towards the end of the month, when everything was going your way, and then bam. So now we get over here, the Queen of Swords, an intensely perceptive woman, confident, gracious, and just. She will be there with you at the end of the month. Okay, but so far for the reading, it looks like you're going to have a good month. Things are going your way. Things are building up. I mean, you're taking definite steps. You've got building up cards. You've got increase. And then boom, you run into a wall. You run into a reality check. And to figure out what's going to go on after you hit this card, it looks like we're going to have to do a reading for March, which should be up before long. Okay, we'll let you know what happens then. Now these are the cards that are considered advice. Starting out with the Ace of Discs. Material gain, power, labor, wealth, and contentment. This, of course, relates to these. The advice is saying, give it a go. Give it all you got. Don't slack off, because you're really going to be building things up. You're building your life up, and it's advising you to do that. The Knight of Cups, a man who's graceful, sensitive, enthusiastic. It's advising you to turn to him. If you know who he is, if you have someone like that in your life, it'd be a good time to, make them confident, check in with them, see how things are going. And then you've got the Priestess, the Two of Trumps. Gracious influence enters the matter. Hence change. Careful balance must be maintained. Okay, while you're doing this, you've got to maintain a balance. Don't get carried away. Don't decide to sell the farm, don't bet the farm. You've got to maintain balance while you're doing this. And that way, when you come to the end of the month and you have this trouble at the end of the month, you won't be totally, out of whack. Whew. Now, we're over here to the things that are out of your control. The Five of Wands, lust and desire, competition and cruelty. Okay, this is going to be out of your control. You're probably going to have some competition. You're going to have people trying to stop you, people trying to cut you back, people trying to put this in your path. So that's going to be out of your control. There's not much you can do about it, so you probably shouldn't worry about it. Then you got the Four of Discs. Gain of money and influence, success, rank, dominion. So it's saying that through all of this, you're going to have increases. You're going to build up your wealth. Things are going to be going your way. It's looking good. It's looking good up until your stop card. Okay, and then the Prince of Cups, a young man who's subtle, secret, ruthless, cares intensely for power and wisdom. He's going to be involved. He might be the cruel person here, but he's going to be involved in your overall month. So, all I can tell you, Scorpio, is February is going to be interesting. February of 2016, you start out in a good place, you start building up, you start taking definite steps, you start prospering, things are looking good. By the end of the month, you're going to run into a wall. You don't have to let it destroy you. It's a wake-up call. Something to sober you up a little bit. So, that is your tarot reading for February of the year 2016, Scorpio. If you have any questions, you can jump over to my site, www.pathofthesouls.com. Go onto the billboard, post any questions you have about tarot, and I will be happy to answer them for you. Until then, I'll see you in March.